Hello and welcome to another That's Not a Tutorial. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time visiting, hello, welcome. Lovely to have you. Now, for returning visitors, you'll notice I'm not holding the microphone today. No, I managed to get myself some sort of holder for that, so hands are free to do with what I please. That's lucky. Today's video, we're going to be drawing, funnily enough, and today we are going to be drawing what some refer to as the rat of the sky, vermin, pests that should be shot on sight. I just call them pigeons. This has been, I'm drawing them because I have been inspired by one of my favourite artists, from Instagram. Shiloh, his name is. He's an illustrator from Brisbane. I'll link his Instagram down below. I like flicking through artists on Instagram for inspiration. I saw he did a fantastic drawing of a pigeon. I'll put it here for you to look at. All right? Hopefully it's there right now. I loved it and made me go, ooh, I'd like to draw some pigeons. So I thought we'd do it together. Not as good as Shiloh's, unfortunately. I do apologise. He's a far better artist than I am. But we'll muddle through together. So without further ado, get your drawing hands ready. Mine are, because I'm not holding the microphone. So let's get on with it. All right, you bloody lovely people. Let us draw the rat of the sky, vermin that doth be called a pigeon. I think they get a bad rap, to be honest. Here's a pigeon that we're going to draw. I like his pose. He looks like he wants to be the big bird of town. He wants to bash every other pigeon that's going around. I like the way he's standing. It's just a fun image to draw. So that's what we're going to do, everybody. All right, here he is. All right, geezer. All right, come on in. Come on, have a go if you think you're hard enough. That's enough of that. Let's draw our pigeon. So, I've got to be careful that I'm not kicking or knocking the tripod, because that's going to make the video shake, isn't it? That would be ridiculous. All right, anyway, hopefully we can all see what's going on. This is the pigeon we're going to draw. Let's draw the pigeon. Okay, so as always, everybody, we look for the basic shapes, okay? We look for the basic shapes, which is obviously with this guy, it's like a big, almost like a big bean. Like, you know, I just spoke about it. Well, you might not know. That's me being presumptuous. Like, you've been here before. I talk about the bean. When you're drawing a body of something, you draw this bean. You know, it gives you a body to a lot of things. You chuck your legs in like that, and then you got arms like that. And then this pigeon's almost like a sort of upside down bean. You know, no, not upside down bean. The bean that's the right way up. You know, there's the head, sort of rounded bit, and then goes in like that, and then we've got, he's really sort of sticking his chest out, going, I'm an hard pigeon. I'm a really hard bastard. So let's do that. Let's puff his chest out like that. It sort of come down like me. Obviously, we've got the wing coming in there and stuff like that, but that's essentially the shape that our pigeon is got going on at the moment. So let's just get that in like that. Let's chuck in one of his little legs here. Obviously, this one's further back, so it's going to be a bit smaller, and then the one that's sort of stepping. Step to me, Rubé, is forward. So let's make it, you know, bigger, like that. Let's chuck in, we may not have given him enough neck. I kind of like him having a bit less neck, especially if you make him, you know, this hardcore pigeon, almost like a bouncer pigeon. He's on the door of a bird nightclub. Not with those shoes on, you won't, mate. Let's give him a bit more. That's all right. And then you got a wing coming out here. That's obviously going off into the background. So looking at it there, it's getting thinner and disappearing. And then it would widen as it's coming here, but we don't want that, just that flat, weird sort of thing. So I'm going to give it a little bit of interest with just some sort of wing flaps like that. So it's not flat. It's pretty obvious that it's a wing. This wing here, going to be a little bit more challenging, this wing, because we don't have the full wing to see it. So we're going to have to just kind of wing it. Oh, I'll be here all week to be a waitress. So we're going to sort of, just chuck in what we think should be there, like that. I mean, the wing shape of a bird is sort of, now I'm trying to be all like, oh, the wing shape of a bird is like this, guys. And I'm not going to draw a very good wing shape. But anyway, let's just guess it, because that's what you should do when you're creating art, is just guess, everybody. This is why these are not tutorials. Just let's draw some stuff with a guy who's talking a lot of bollocks. All right, so there's our other wing, in like that. Wunderbar. Let's get in these little bloody legs here. Let's chuck in sort of not crow feet, the pigeon feet. You know what I mean. Another one here, like that. And then this one's going to be bigger, because it's right sort of up front. Sort of step in towards us. Step to me, Robert. If you're from the UK, you'll understand that. Okay. There we go. Like there. All right, let's work on the all-important face of the pigeon, or face, however you prefer to say it, the right way or the incorrect way. So he's got this little thing here. Not sure what it's really called. We'll chuck that in. It doesn't just, there we go, bang. Done. That's in. His eye, you can't really see the eye to the side. It's just, you just see a bit of the pupil. We'll see, this is the more prominent eye right here. And you can decide what you want to do. You could just do a circle like that, and like that. I'm going to do this style of eye where I'm giving a bit more of an aggressive, because he looks like an angry pigeon. Well, his stance suggests he's an angry pigeon. That it would be working, as I said, as a bouncer. Not all bouncers are angry people. Some of them are lovely. But this guy is particularly angry, so I'm going to give him a sort of angry eye expression using the brow to convey that. And then obviously the eye, or the pupil, sorry, and I'm going to put the pupil up here so it's slightly hidden. Again, helping that expression of anger from our pigeon. And let's just chuck in the beak. The beak wouldn't suggest anger at the moment. That would suggest that he's confused. His eyes say angry. His beak says, I'm indifferent. That's okay. Smaller beak seems to be the way to go with that. I'm still going to put in a bit of brow here, like so, because obviously, it's a cartoon, guys. We're not looking for realism here. We're looking for a funny pigeon. I'm going to square off the head, because again, he's a hard pigeon, so he'd have more square features. If you want a softer looking character, you would go more rounded features. This guy ain't soft. You call him soft, you are looking for a one-way ticket to, I was going to say Pound Town, but that doesn't seem quite correct. You're in trouble anyway. So, as I said, we're not trying to create this pigeon. We wouldn't want to put these pictures side by side and someone say, oh my God, they look identical. That's amazing. But, someone would look at this and go, I see you've taken the pose of that pigeon and you've put it into your own appreciation. And that's what we're doing. as I said before, Shyla, who I've linked below, or I should have done, unless I forget, but I'll try not to. He did an amazing drawing of a pigeon that just, I think, arrived in his backyard, and he drew that, sort of gave him an idea to draw pigeons. It was fantastic. Anyway, go and have a look at it. Brilliant. I love Charlotte. I'm fangirling over him. But yes, it's getting weird. Okay. There is our angry pigeon with stumpy legs. He's got stumpy legs. I don't know if I didn't particularly mean him to have stumpy legs, but you know, pigeons don't have long legs, do they? Pigeons aren't known for their long legs. Although these are longer than what I have done. What I might do is get my little lasso. Let's get lasso here. And let's just move this foot down a tad, unit of measurement. And let's do that like that. There we go. There is. Pigeon. I'm not sure the wings don't look quite. All right, I think it's this wing over here. I knew this wing was going to give us problems. I knew it, didn't I? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I say this wing's going to give us issues? I don't lie to you. I wonder if it needs to be a bit bigger. That's right. We'll work that out. We'll work it out. Let's get rid of our reference image, everybody. For those playing at home, let's ink this guy. We are going to pull down the opacity. To do that, 2-finger click, boom. Slide it down that away. So you can just sort of see it coming through there. New layer. Let's get black. Let's go inking. Studio pen. Let's ink our pigeon, everybody. Let's get this. And this is, again, where we can really hone in our details, give it a little bit more character with a few extra little additions that we didn't have in our sketch. I'm going to just stop that there and then put some little details underneath. You'll see I add a fair bit of extra detail when I'm inking. I think most professional artists get all the detailing out and that sort of stuff out in the initial sketch because that's the proper way of doing it. Whereas people like me do it the wrong way anyway. Alright, so let's get these details in. And as I said, when it comes to your inking, just have a bit of confidence, yeah? Don't be scared of it. Just get in there and go, you know what? I reckon the line goes there. And if it doesn't, like that doesn't, you go, well, you're an idiot. Get rid of it. And you do. Now let's do his stomach, like that. Wonderful. Chuck in our leg bits. Again, not an animal anatomist. I'm just calling them leg bits. His leg bits are connected to his feet bits. His feet bits are connected to his toe bits. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how an animal was made. Okay, there's that. A little angry pigeon. Oh, he's very cross, isn't he? Okay, wings. Now, you may notice that there, I did this line, and I've got this line going here. You go, oh, well, that's what you done there. But I think that adds, I'm not going to change that, because it gives it a little bit of texture, a little bit of interest. So, don't be so rigid and sort of like, oh, no, it's not a perfect line. Have overlapping sections. Because again, we're drawing animals here, so they're nature, they're natural. They're not, it's not like drawing a building where you've got straight lines and everything's sort of perfect and man-made. This is nature, everybody. Nature is not I've said this before in one of my videos and I'll get worried I'm going to upset people. Nature is obviously is perfect because anyway, I'm going to start talking evolution. We don't want to do that on this channel, do we? Let's just say don't be worried about perfect straight lines that aren't overlapping. The more sort of, in my opinion, the more of those overlapping lines you have, the more interest it gives your characters, whatever it is you might be drawing. You know, even when it comes to drawing people, you know, we have wrinkles and imperfections. I mean, I don't. I'm quite perfect. But lots of people have imperfections. All right, nice sweeping line there. You see I'm squaring these off, and that's purely a design choice to square those off. So it's not like that's how wings look. Okay, see how that didn't join, but then we just chuck in a few extra little creases under there, and all of a sudden it looks like you're meant to do that. Let's do that onto there. Lines on there. Now I'm going to, one thing I forgot to chuck in was I know this pigeon sort of changes colours in certain sections, so I'm putting that in there so I can bucket drop, because we all love a bucket drop. I'm going to put a few more details around here, I think. Just a few more lines. So there's a bit more going on. Let's thin down our brush here. We're using the same thickness for the whole thing, so let's chuck in a few lines on this beak. It's not just smooth. Okay. Angry pigeon is angry. All right, colors. Let's do a new layer. Let's make our inking layer our reference layer. And it's sort of, pigeons like a bluey grey sort of color. So let's go bluey grey. Let's just bucket drop that in like that. Let's get a lighter color, more of a grey white. And let's chuck that under there. And we need that in there as well. Let's do a nice sort of pinky purple, desaturated pinky purple for that section there. For the beak, we're going to go a grey or sort of beigey yellowy colour. For the beak, eyes are a nice orange, deep orange. I mean, if you wanted to, I mean, you can bring back your reference and you can colour pick on your image and, you know, find that eye. Where are you? Oh, you're around there somewhere. I can't quite see because of the way I'm trying to film this. But anyway. And I know that's not purple. That's like a weird beige colour, but sue me. I'm going to go deep orange for there. I'm not going to go black. I've noticed what I've done. Made his eyes pretty mental. Probably would normally chuck the other one sort of up there, but I don't mind having him a little bit almost cross-eyed. I only just noticed that I did that, but I don't hate it. Oh, we missed over here. Just fill this in like that. His feet are sort of. Let's try color picking the feet so we can. I like that color. Oh, we've got gaps here, everybody. Now, obviously, if that leaks, you've got gaps. So we can just quickly go back here. Just make sure we've got the gaps sorted. Like that. Will this one gap? Will this? Who wants a bet? Oh, there we go. I win. For the toenails, we're going to just go with the colour of the beak. We'll just use our recolor. Now, if you're wondering where that was, so when you do your colour drop, if you've got obviously multiple sections with the same colour, drag your colour in like that, this little thing up will come in, continue filling with recolor. And then it will come up with this little crosshairs. and it will colour wherever that's sitting. So to remove it, just use your pen and slide it across to where you want it, and then tap the next one. Boom, like that. All right, so there is Basic Birdie. Now he's got these nice colourings up here. I love these colourings, the pink and this sort of tealy colour. So what I do is do a new layer, do a clipping mask. Let's get a sort of tealy, bright tealy colour. I'm going to use an airbrushing. Now again, this is kind of, I picked this up from me old man Shiloh's image. I'm not doing this anywhere near as beautifully as he did it, but he sort of just gave the intimation that this colour was there. And then a nice sort of pinky colour as well. Just pop that in there. You know, it's kind of up to you to pop. Oops. Yeah, just to give it that, you know, pinky look. Much or as little as you would like to do that. I really like the teal on these birds, so give it a little bit more teal there. Like that. For now, we'll leave that as that for now. Let's go new layer, clipping mask again. This is for our shadowing layer. I'm going to go like a pink, dark pink. Back to my inking brush. It's a studio pen. How are we looking at time-wise, everybody? Not bad. 20 minutes. This could be a world record for me. And then I use, for anyone who's seen my videos before, you'll know, I use the shadowing stage as an opportunity to add more texture, especially obviously with my animals. So I'll give these flicky lines. Gives me more, yeah, as I said, a bit more interest. This is going to be more flat down here. Sorry if I sound nasally. My child has recently started a daycare, and it seems now every time she goes there, she comes back sick, which is really annoying. Hence, then I get sick. Okay, let's drop the opacity down on that. Nice and low there. And let's just continue getting in a bit of detail with our shadowing. We'll change the color in a minute with the shadow. We'll put in some feather details. Like that. So again, there are so many great tutorials online of really good artists that know their shadowing. So I've said it before, I'll say it again. BJ Dell has some great shadowing tutorial. I mean, just has great tutorials. So give BJ a look if you haven't seen his stuff. I know a few people have messaged me since watching these videos, thanking me for pointing them in the direction of a proper artist that they can actually learn from. So you're welcome. But no, in all seriousness, he's very good. So let's just now. Obviously, this is. That's too dark, isn't it? That's because it's the wrong layer. A fool. Let's just pop in these random ones. Don't look right, do they? So let's get shadowing under here. Again, make sure we get a bit of texture in there, like so. Right, we're getting some, everybody. Some textures on now. These feet have these lines and stuff, so I again just use the shadowing to chuck in those bits of interest. I mean, you could just chuck them in black if you wanted to. Totally fine. It's just the way I choose to do it. And then they sort of hide in the shadow as well, like in this section here. Like that. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Let's put some shadowing at the end of the toes. Like I said. Alright. There, everybody. Let's do a little bit of shadowing. Oh no, I've almost forgotten to do. We want to let's go new layer again. Let's go. We'll go dark. We will go dark to start with. I want a little chest line. A little chested line here. Like that. And then we want just this stuff going on here. Like so. And you'll see in a second, my child, what's going on. I think you probably can already gather what this is going to be. Obviously, lots of detail in the pigeon's feathers and stuff, but I mean, you know, as we say, it's a cartoon, everybody. We're just going to drop the opacity down, and that gives that look like that. So you've got your feathers there, and you can even get your previous like teal color and your pinky color, and just look at that flickering through like that. And pink colour back. Just give it, you know, put that colour through there like that. Alright? Alright. I reckon we just give him a bit of shadow underneath him. Let's get rid of this sketching layer. Let's get dark colour, studio pen. Oh, studio pen. Right up there. Let's nice circle. This is just a basic shadow under it, like it's not anything technical, it's just a basic shadow so that it doesn't look like he's sort of floating in mid-air. Make that reference layer, drop that in there, pull that down. Very quick, very basic, very amateurish shadow there. Let's group these all together, like I said, and let's increase the size a bit. We can't go too big, it's already quite big there. I'm just going to put snapping on because this snaps. If we put snapping on, just make sure it's snapped properly. There we go. Boom. Angry pigeon is angry. All important. Signature. Boom, 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 ba. And there you have it. You know that. A pigeon. I hope you've enjoyed drawing a pigeon. If you have, maybe give the video a thumbs up. Potentially consider subscribing. We've cracked over 400 subscribers, so genuinely, I know I talk a lot of bullshit, but genuinely, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't make any money from it, but I do appreciate it. If you want to send me like $5 in the post, that'd be great. Buy me a coffee. You don't have to, I'm joking. I don't want any of you. I don't want your dirty money. Keep it. All right? What I do want, though, your likes and your subscriptions. So, costs you nothing. Give it a crack. See you next time, legends. That was weird. Now I've got all this free time with my hands. I'm just doing weird things. Bye.